Welcome back to the deep dive. So you've shared your source material with us, and today we are diving headfirst into something that's, well, it's critical, but it's so often overlooked when we talk about physical goals. We're talking about sleep. I mean, if you're anything like the people who follow us, you probably spend hours planning your fitness week.
Oh, absolutely.
We obsess over rep schemes, we're calculating macros, making sure our pre-workout is hitting just right. But when you actually look at the source material you've sent over, sleep is the thing that just gets pushed to the side. It's treated like a luxury, not, a biological necessity. So our mission today, it's pretty clear. We're going to extract the specific, crucial knowledge on how quality sleep really impacts your athletic performance, your muscle repair, and even your ability to manage your weight.
Yeah.
Because if you're training hard, and we know you are, you have to understand the science of recovering even harder.
Precisely. We see it all the time. People pushing so incredibly hard in the gym, putting in all that sweat, only to, completely undermine their own efforts by not resting enough.
Right.
I think the big aha moment for you, for the listener, should be that understanding sleep isn't just about feeling less tired. It's about unlocking these powerful, natural performance enhancers your body already has. It can make a genuinely massive difference in reaching your goals.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Let's start with the big question. Why is sleep so crucial for fitness? Beyond just, feeling rested, what's it actually doing in there?
Fundamentally, sleep is your body's dedicated time. It's non-negotiable, really. It's for repair and for recharging.
The dedicated repair window.
That's it. It's when all the heavy lifting of cellular maintenance gets done. The sources point to a few key functions, but two are just super important for fitness. First, it helps consolidate learning and memory.
That's surprisingly relevant, right? For learning new moves.
It's so relevant. If you're trying to master a complex lift, or improve your footwork, or even just coordinate a kettlebell swing, sleep is what turns that practice into, permanent muscle memory.
So if I spend an hour trying to get my snatch form right, and then I pull an all-nighter, I might actually lose some of those little coordination gains I made.
You won't forget it all, but you won't lock it in effectively. Sleep is essential for integrating motor skills. So if you interrupt that process, you slow down your skill progression so much.
Okay.
But the second thing, and this is probably the most crucial for strength and physique goals, is that sleep is the main time for repairing that microscopic damage done to your muscles during a workout.
And for restoring energy, I assume.
And for fully restoring those depleted energy stores. If you cut that time short, you're not just hitting pause on maintenance, you're often stopping it before the most important work even begins.
And when that cycle gets interrupted, your next workout pays the price immediately. I mean, what are the measurable immediate consequences of bad sleep?
Well, poor sleep just chips away at everything you need for a good session.
Right.
Our material's really clear that lack of quality sleep immediately slows your reaction time.
Which is huge for dynamic movements.
Huge. And it tanks your endurance. You just get tired so much faster because your energy systems haven't fully topped up your glycogen, your raw strength is down, and maybe worst of all, your coordination is just off.
You're just wasting effort at that point.
You are. You walk into the gym ready to lift heavy, but your nervous system isn't firing on all cylinders. It just can't handle the load.
That inefficiency is just maddening. You put in the time, but the effort doesn't translate. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, though. Let's talk specifics of that physical repair. What's the specific phase of sleep that's like the MVP for rebuilding muscle?
Oh, that title absolutely goes to deep sleep. Specifically, we're talking about non-REM stage 3. It's also called slow wave sleep.
Okay.
The sources are very clear on this mechanism. When we get into deep sleep, our body just floods the system with growth hormone, or HGH.
Right, HGH, the primary anabolic hormone.
Exactly. It's what drives protein synthesis, speeds up tissue repair, and encourages all that cellular regeneration. So when you shortchange deep sleep, you are basically cutting off the main signal your body uses to grow and repair itself.
So you can drink all the protein shakes in the world.
You can, but without that hormonal signal from deep sleep, the whole recovery process just stalls out.
That makes the connection so much clearer. It's not just about lying still, it's about this chemical factory that only fires up when you're completely out.
Okay, so on the flip side of that, if HGH is the hero, what's the villain? You mentioned stress hormones earlier.
The active villain is cortisol. And this is a really crucial point. Not getting enough sleep doesn't just fail to help you recover. It actively floods your system with stress hormones. Cortisol is catabolic.
Meaning it breaks things down.
It's designed to break down tissue, including your hard-earned muscle, for quick energy when your body thinks it's under stress.
Wait, so if I've had a few bad nights of sleep, my body is basically screaming, "We're under attack, start eating the muscle for fuel." That's a pretty good biological translation, yeah. High cortisol from poor sleep actively slows down muscle building and pushes your body into a state of breakdown instead of growth. That hormonal imbalance is a fast track to burnout, feeling sore forever, and worse, getting injured.
Absolutely. When we look at sleep deprivation and injury risk, the sources show a really clear, direct line. So tell us more about how that leads to an actual injury.
Well, think about the practical risks. We already said lack of sleep messes with your coordination and reaction times.
Right.
So if you're tired and you step under a heavy squat or you try some complex plyometric move, your brain's ability to send those precise signals to stabilize your joints, it's just compromised. That shoots your risk of an acute injury way up.
During the workout itself.
During the workout. And on top of that, if you're already dealing with a minor strain, sleep deprivation just drags out the recovery from that existing issue because of that high cortisol profile we talked about.
And I'd imagine it affects you psychologically too.
Oh, definitely. It kills your motivation, your intensity. If you're not focused, you might skip your warm-up or blow off your cool down, which just adds another layer of risk because your decision-making quality is lower.
We've covered muscle, we've covered performance. Let's bring in the element that I think most people miss, the metabolic connection. How does sleep manage our energy, our hunger, and ultimately our body composition?
This is where sleep ties directly into weight management in a way people just ignore. Sleep plays this key, fundamental role in regulating your metabolism. It's your body's required downtime for regulation.
Calibrate everything.
To calibrate everything. During sleep, your body processes and stores energy, and it fine-tunes your internal hunger signals. Critically, it helps balance the two main hormones that control hunger.
Ghrelin and leptin.
Exactly. Ghrelin, which signals, "I'm hungry, go find food," and leptin, which signals, "I'm full, you can stop eating now." When you get proper sleep, those hormones are in balance. Your body accurately tells you what it needs.
But if we mess with the sleep schedule, we mess with that balance. So what's the negative feedback loop that sleep deprivation kicks off?
It is a physiological double whammy. It's really vicious. Lack of sleep throws these processes into total chaos. First, the sources show it can lead to a decreased metabolic rate.
So you're burning fewer calories.
Fewer calories at rest. Your body thinks there's a crisis and it tries to conserve energy. Second, that hormonal balance swings like crazy. Lack of sleep makes ghrelin levels shoot up so you feel way hungrier, and leptin levels fall so you struggle to feel full.
Wow.
And what's fascinating is that it doesn't just make you want more food. It makes you specifically crave high sugar, high fat, energy-dense foods.
Yeah.
Your tired brain is screaming for easy fuel to deal with the stress.
So even if you have perfectly planned meals, if you're sleeping badly, your body is literally working against you. It's slowing your engine down and hijacking your brain to demand pizza. That explains a lot.
It explains so many stubborn plateaus.
So what does this all mean for someone listening right now trying to optimize their results? Let's get into the actionable stuff. How much sleep do we actually need?
Okay, so the general recommendation for experts for the average adult is somewhere between 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night. That's the baseline for general health and fitness.
The baseline.
The baseline. However, and this is where the sources get really specific for performance, if you're an athlete or you're doing intense training, we're talking heavy lifting, multiple days a week, long distance running, demanding sports, that recommendation jumps up.
To how much?
Up to 9 to 10 hours. Your body just needs that extra time in deep sleep to handle the extreme physical stress and really capitalize on that HGH surge.
9 to 10 hours that's a lot. Let's be honest. Who actually has 10 hours a night to sleep? So for listeners who are training hard but just can't manage that, is there a secret to maximizing the 7 or 8 hours they do get?
That's a great question, and it's the reality for most of us. And the answer is yes. If you're limited on time, the key becomes consistency and quality. The source material really stresses that optimizing the timing is almost as important as the duration.
Consistency, so same bedtime, same wake-up time.
Exactly. Going to bed and waking up around the same time, even on weekends, regulates your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm. When that rhythm is locked in, your body knows exactly when to start those deep sleep phases, making the time you do have much more restorative. You're essentially making 7 hours act more like 8.
That's a really important distinction. Consistency is the performance multiplier.
Okay, so what other key strategies do the sources suggest for improving that sleep quality?
So we have 3 big pillars for quality. First, create a restful environment. This means it needs to be dark, cool, and quiet.
Dark is a big one.
It's huge. Your body temperature naturally drops to initiate sleep, so a cool room helps. And absolute darkness is key because any light exposure can suppress melatonin production.
And melatonin is what tells your body it's time to sleep. It's the primary go-to-sleep hormone. And second, and this is crucial, you have to avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. That blue light from phones and tablets directly suppresses melatonin, which pushes back your sleep cycle and delays the start of those all-important deep sleep phases.
So you're literally delaying the HGH surge before you even fall asleep.
Exactly. You're robbing your own recovery. And the third strategy is to avoid heavy meals and a lot of fluids right before bed. A big meal makes your digestive system work overtime when it should be powering down, and, waking up in the middle of the night breaks up your sleep cycles.
This has been a deeply practical deep dive. We started out saying sleep is the last thing people think about, but we've shown it's absolutely essential, not just for recovery, but for immediate performance, for muscle growth, for managing your metabolism.
Yeah.
Don't just prioritize your workouts. You have to prioritize the high-quality recovery that makes them count.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this isn't just abstract biology. It's about immediate, tangible benefits you can get tonight. And that raises a really important question for you to think about. If sleep is your body's #1 repair mechanism, what critical difference could prioritizing just 1 extra hour tonight make for tomorrow's workout? For your coordination, your strength, your hormone balance? Prioritize good sleep. It's not a chore. It's the ultimate enhancement.